I'm Jeff Philbin. This is Dinner DeeAs, tempting your taste buds, not with tacos, even though it is Tuesday, but with tamales. We're making our dough from scratch and serving it up with a side of street corn. My guest in the Dinner DeeAs kitchen today is James Shield, and he's here to teach us tamales. Welcome to Dinner DeeAs, my man.
Hey, thanks for having me.
This is
Excited
super
to be
fun.
here.
Tamales are incredible. Like, I love tamales. Like, has it ever hit you to think that like a dish like this is 10,000 years old in an era where you've got Aztec warriors, primitive man, you've got woolly mammoths still on planet Earth, tamales at the same time?
Hey, the original to-go food.
It's the original to-go food,
absolutely.
and we're gonna get all into it. James runs Johnny Nevada's, which started as a food truck and can now be found inside of Ride 'em Cowboy in St. Pete, where tamales are a specialty on a menu of Mexican-inspired street food. So, what do we need to get started?
Well, first we got to soak some corn husks. We got to
Okay.
get them soft enough so we can make the tamales. So we'll start with a few.
Where are you getting these from? Like, are you really just like pulling corn and just like saving them and like drying them out? Like, where do you get them? What are you doing with them?
You could, but that'd be a lot of work.
It
You
seems
buy
like
them
it.
You buy them dried.
Okay. Where could you find them that are bagged?
You can get them at any Latin grocery.
Okay.
Publix, time to time, will have them.
Okay.
Yeah, you can use fresh. It's just a little different.
It's a little different. So while these are just going to be sitting here and soaking, you've already started to do some protein for this because we're going to be doing some short ribs for this one. But
Correct.
if someone at home is like, what do I fill a tamale with? Like, you got any tips?
Possibilities are endless. You can do rotisserie chicken mixed with some salsa verde if you wanted. You could do some, you could do ground beef if you like. You could do vegetarian, just some veggies in there. Street corn you could put in them.
You could do whatever you want.
Absolutely, anything you like. We do short rib. It's one of our most popular ones, so we
Right
do that
on.
one today. Yeah.
Right on. All right.
Yeah.
So that's already been taken care of for us. What do we need to do next?
So we're gonna start some of the prep for one of our most popular dishes, the street corn with smoked pork belly.
Okay.
So first thing we do is gonna shuck that corn.
Okay. You want me to help you?
Yeah, do it. Knock it out.
Okay. You got a skill, like, what's a tip? Is there any, you got any kind of like tips to, instead of just going like peeling one by one, any kind of tricks of the trade?
Well, my tip is to have someone else do it.
Always easier and better that way.
Yeah.
Delegation.
Grab the thing, rip it apart. You want to get all the silk, those little threads off before you roast it. There you go. Get angry with it.
Now, you've got a food truck, and you're making these off of a food truck, and now inside Ride 'em Cowboy. But you don't have a broiler on there, do you?
Yeah.
So you're doing it
we
still
broil
the same way?
Yeah, absolutely.
Just
From
like
time-
someone at home is going to be doing.
From time to time, if you have a gas range, you can do it over the burner, but that's a little different
Okay.
skill level. We got just like this,
Okay.
and then we're gonna go right into the broiler.
All right.
Important to keep an eye on this. You want to turn them every couple of minutes so that they're fully charred up all the way around.
Okay. Find James's recipe for his top-tier tamales at dinnerdeas.com. Just open the camera app on your phone, point at the TV, and when it sees that box in the corner of your screen, that's our QR code. A link to us will pop up right on your phone. Okay, so we're gonna monitor the corn right now. Nothing to do here other than just wait.
We're just waiting. We're gonna let the water do its job.
What's inside the KitchenAid then?
So here's the base of the tamale dough, which is going to be lard. So we use lard in ours. You can use shortening, you can use butter if you like, but the key to making a good tamale, in my opinion, is that you have to get the lard really good and fluffy. That'll actually add in the texture. A good tamale should not be dense and chewy or have a lot of bite to it. So the first step is to make sure you get enough air whipped into the masa.
Okay.
Almost like if you were creaming butter for a cookie or something like that.
Okay.
So start off low, always start it low, and then build up once you get a little bit of whip into it. And we're gonna want this to look real glossy, almost like icing. It'll
Okay.
be shiny and glossy, and it'll change color. You'll see it get real bright once it's done. Yep.
While we give our lard some love, we're taking a break. When we come back, we get into the rest of the ingredients for both of these dishes ahead on Dinner DeeAs. Welcome back to Dinner DeeAs, trading a Taco Tuesday for a Tamale Tuesday with our guest James Shields from Johnny Nevada's in St. Pete. He's sharing how he does tamales and a recipe for street corn. Before the break, we soak corn husks for the tamales, rehydrating them in warm water for about 30 minutes, then shuck some more corn for the street corn, getting them under the broiler while we blended lard until it got light and fluffy. And according to James, that's the secret to the absolute perfect tamale dough. Gotta be just the way that you did it.
Absolutely.
That's the only way to do it.
Only way to do it.
The only
Don't
way
skip
to do
that
it.
step.
All right. What's next?
Well, let's show you a good, chef's shortcut for shucking corn without, any fuss. So you have a mandolin. Highly recommend if you have a safety feature.
Yeah.
Use that if you're not as experienced.
Or glove or,
Or
something.
glove.
Whatever.
Or like I do, have someone else do it.
Okay.
And it's real simple. So you're just going to slide it right through. No fuss, no muss.
That's it.
That's it.
Love it. What's next then?
We're going to start doing the street corn.
Okay.
So we start with some olive oil in a medium-high heat pan.
Uh-huh.
We're going to add in some onion.
Okay.
Followed by a little garlic.
Okay.
And we're not going to get a lot of char in this. We're just going to get it kind of heated up a little bit. I like to have still a little bit of crunch when I have the street corn. I don't want it to be completely stewed.
Got it. And you like red onions for this dish.
Oh, yeah.
What goes in next?
Let's hit the tomatoes in next.
Okay.
And then a good spoonful of jalapeno. If you like it hotter, add some more.
Okay, and it looks like you kept the seeds too.
Seeds and everything.
All right.
For me, hotter the better.
You like it spicy?
Oh, yeah.
All
Got
right.
to.
Let's go. I do too. So
There you go.
you want to go?
Hey, you might as well.
Your smile just got bigger right there when I kind of went for that third one.
We went through the trouble of chopping it. Might as well use it.
Third time's the charm
That's
on
right,
it. Just
that's
get
right.
it all right in.
Yeah.
All right.
All right.
What else is gonna go in
We're
next?
gonna do a little salt and pepper.
Okay.
Get a healthy pinch. And then we're going to add in our corn. And we'll saute this for a minute and a half, 2 minutes max. Again, the corn's already cooked. We don't want to overcook it. We just want all these ingredients to get real good and hot.
Now I gotta ask you, Chef. Johnny Nevada's that's a cool name. Who's Johnny Nevada though?
So Johnny Nevada was my dad, and that was his nickname when he was in the Air Force. He had got it on a trip, somewhere, and it stuck with him. He was kind of this embodiment of a rock star. If you imagine Hank
Are you
Williams
kidding
Jr.
me? He's an absolute rock star. Look at that.
Yeah.
He's got the Tom Selleck mustache going on. He's ready for business right out there.
I like to say he was kind of a cross between Hank Williams Jr. and Charles Bronson.
Okay, so you said Charles Bronson. I was thinking the exact same thing too. I'm like, okay.
Yeah, so he had this persona, and then once he retired, he found himself traveling to San Antonio for work, and he would fly tamales back to Tampa and sell them to all his friends. So it was like the original side hustle for him.
No way,
Yeah,
really?
that's our logo with the little red coolers. He would bring these coolers home, and I'd go out there and help him open them up. It was, great
That
memory.
is too cool.
Yeah.
That is too cool.
Yeah.
I love that. That's special.
All right, so now you can turn off the heat. And we're going to add in our Morita mayo, which is a chili that's similar to Chipotle. And if you can't find that in a store, we have some there. Certainly substitute out Chipotle. Excellent. We're going to mix that good. Toss in a couple pinches of cilantro. Perfect. And we're good to go there once we get it mixed. Excellent work.
This is good, Chef?
That's good.
All right. Get that last one right from the outside.
There you
I didn't
go.
see that one coated. I was like, I need that one coated.
It's imperative that it's fully mixed.
It's gotta be
You don't
fully
want it,
mixed.
no corn left out.
Exactly. You worked hard on that mayo, so I was like, it needs it.
Yeah, someone worked hard on it.
Someone worked hard on it. Delegation. I absolutely love it.
All day long.
This is now just the lard.
Correct.
The lard has now gotten to that shininess. And I mean, this is what you need it to be at. This is the shininess that you're talking about. This is the consistency you want it at.
Absolutely. So you get it to this stage, it's got a lot of air whipped into it, and that's what gives you a fluffy, light textured tamale.
Okay.
The denser they are, that's just got a different taste, a different bite to it. This is the way that I like them. I like them fluffy and really light.
Very cool. What's going in next then?
So we're going to keep building on it. We're going to do in some seasonings here. We're going to turn it on low. Always start off on low.
Work your way up.
We're wearing the masa before you get going. We're going to season a little bit of salt, a little bit of baking powder,
What's the baking powder do for this?
It's going to aid in that light, fluffy airiness too. So
Okay.
it's very similar to the effect it would have if you were baking a bread or a biscuit or with. It's going to add a little bit of fluffiness to it, lightness to it.
Okay.
I prefer a little bit of cumin in there as well. We'll ramp up the speed just a little bit to get that going. And then we're going to add in the masa.
Now masa, like, what is masa?
So masa is finely ground corn flour. So you take dried corn and it is ground up after it's been nixtamalization, which is where they soak in calcium hydroxide and you got to clean the husks off of it. Then it's dried and it's ground to a flour, and then we basically get to this step and we're going to rehydrate it.
Now, chef, are you at the restaurant doing that too? Like, are you making the masa for yourself, or like, are you saying, no, I've got some good places to get it?
Yeah, we source a really high quality product.
Okay.
We're not at that stage yet. Someday.
Okay,
it's a very lengthy process to take corn from the dried state to make it this.
But it's easy to find for someone at a grocery store or going to an.
Every grocery store will carry masa harina.
Okay, so
easy
easy
to
stuff,
find.
easy
Yep.
to find, easy to go with.
Very important to start this step on slow.
Okay.
Slow and low.
And just slowly incorporate, slowly work everything in. No mess at all.
Yeah, you're gonna get messy at some point. Start off slow, you'll get there. It's inevitable. It's gonna
inevitable.
happen.
And what also is inevitable is that you, my friends, are going to be in heaven if you taste James's tamales for yourself by grabbing his recipe at our website, dinnerdeals.com. Just use the QR code to find us.
Excellent. So we've got this going. We're going to add in stages, once we get a little more blended here, some beef broth. We're doing short rib tamales today for this, so we're going to use beef broth. I'm right-handed. I'm going to have to go this way. Slow and low here as well.
Okay.
You don't want to wear the beef broth on top of the tamale or top of the masa. You can work in batches. We're going to want it to almost be the consistency of hummus.
Okay.
So it's spreadable, still a little sticky. And each batch of, tamale dough is a little bit different. So this one I would say, we probably need another cup of water in here, or a cup of broth.
Well, we're going to take a break. When we come back, James teaches yours truly his tamale technique as we assemble ours. Ahead on Dinner Diaz. Welcome back to Dinner Diaz. James Shields is with us today from Johnny Nevada's, and yes, they are two different people. Go back and watch the last segment online if you missed any of it, because the backstory is awesome. Today he's sharing how he does his trademark tamales plus a side of Mexican street corn. Before the break, we used a mandolin to quickly get the kernels from our broiled corn husks. Then heated oil and sauteed onions and garlic, adding chopped tomatoes, jalapenos, salt, pepper, our corn. Then took it off the heat to add a marito mayo, a chipotle mayo, a little cilantro. Then we finished up our dough, adding salt and baking powder to our whipped lard, then cumin, and finally the masa, it's corn flour. With a little beef broth, a little at a time, to get the perfect consistency, because now it's assembly time, my friend.
Yeah, now it's time to go to work.
Let's go to work.
Yeah. So we're going to start with a couple tools. This one will save you some time.
Okay.
Especially if you're making more than a dozen or two, which you'll find once you eat one, you're not going to stop at 2 or 3 or 4.
You just keep
You're
going.
just gonna keep
So
going.
consistency is really what this will help you with.
You want all
So
your tamales to be the same
a nice
size.
scoop will help.
Yeah.
Okay.
So real simple. So we're just going to take a scoop, just like that. Even if you get a little bit more, it's not the end of the day, end of the world.
And like looking at now, seeing it on the husk here too, like it just does look like that hummus. That was the consistency you were looking for.
Yeah, we want it to be smooth, spreadable. You're going to see with this next step. I'll show you, how we spread one.
Okay.
I like to do it in my hand.
You like to do it in your hand. Okay.
Just start real simple, kind of back to my drywalling days. Just going to spread a nice thin layer, going up almost maybe 3/4 to the length.
So almost like to where for you your fingertips are, because I can see where your fingertips are. So taking it so it's all the way up and about 3/4 of the length up.
Right.
Okay.
And you want that to come all the way to the end.
Okay.
And you'll see why.
How important is it to really kind of make sure that it's a smooth layer as well?
Yeah, you want it to be even.
Yeah.
Uneven tamale spread right here will be uneven tamale when you eat it.
Yeah.
So if you're a first-time tamale maker like yourself, you might want to try it here on the table.
Okay. I'm a first timer. Okay, so then we're just going to just kind of spread it through.
There you go.
And yes, it does feel like I am kind of doing a little bit of drywall right now. As the son of a painting contractor, I've got that feeling right now. Now, is this getting to that lightness that you want it to be? Smooth.
That looks good.
Even. About 3/4 of the way up is what you were saying.
That's it.
That's it. Okay, so what's next then?
So now we'll put our short rib filling in.
Okay.
So I like equal parts short rib, equal parts masa.
Okay.
So we're just going to scoop up a nice little pile and run it right down the middle.
Okay.
We'll go north-south on this one.
North-south.
There you go.
Boom. Okay.
Do one for mine, and I'll show you how we finish it.
Boom. We'll do just that. Is this enough? Did I put enough on?
Yeah,
You
we'll
want
do
a little
more on that guy there.
A little bit more on that one.
There you go.
Okay.
All right. So now you're going to take both ends,
Both ends.
bring them together,
Bring them together.
and we're going to roll that over. There you go.
That's it.
Squeeze the end,
Squeeze the end,
and we're going to fold it up.
just like so.
And then we're going to take the top.
Okay.
I'm going to squeeze that to lock it in.
And just lock it in.
There you go.
And that's it. What about like the seal side? Like, should it be like the other way around, like this?
Yeah, I like it just like you have.
You like it
Yep,
just like this?
yep.
Okay, so then
So it's going to seal. That masa's going to cook, and it's going to hold it together.
this is what's going to hold it together.
Yep.
So we got 2 down. Let's go spread these last ones
you
out
go.
here. And I want to try it in the hand too on the next one.
you got-
Oh, much easier in the hand. Much easier in the hand. You know, and I think what I've appreciated was what you were saying. Like, we're using the KitchenAid, or used the KitchenAid earlier because you could do this on the scale.
Sure.
But you like to use your hands a lot with making your tamales, and I can see why in this step of the process.
I prefer it. I prefer to use, from start to finish. I think for me, it's a more consistent product. I like to be able to get my hands in there and make sure that evenly distributed. It's a little bit of therapy too. It's nice and quiet. Nobody around.
It's calming. There's a calming process, it feels like. All right, so let's get the last ones here. We got one more. A little bit more there.
That looks good.
That's good. All right. So
Drop yours again to the center.
right to the center. Drop this in. Pinch that side.
It's perfect.
Boom.
We've got a couple hundred more for you to do later on tonight.
Let's go. And you too can as well, because to grab the recipe and instructions to make your own tamales, go to dinnerdeas.com. You can scan the QR code in the corner of the screen to find us right on your phone. All right, we've got 4 of them done, but they're not cooked.
Yeah,
How do we cook them?
So we got to steam these. So you can do an old school steamer pan that you would do on the stovetop. I found for the home cooks, the home gourmets, the best thing to use the Instant Pot.
It's the Instant Pot.
Correct. So we've got one here. We'll open it up.
And how long will it take?
Instant Pot takes about 40 minutes. Set to medium pressure.
Okay.
I think natural release. I don't know all the ins and outs. I just put it in there and let it go. Key is to have a little bit of water in the steamer in the Instant Pot. They go in. You want the folded side down with the open end up. And you'll be making a lot more of these when you're doing it at home. This is going to fill them up.
And then these are standing too.
Standing. You want them standing up, otherwise all the masa will leak out.
It'll all leak out.
So the last thing we do once you got them steaming is we're going to cover them with some of our corn husks that we haven't used. So imagine that would be full. They're on top. It's a little protective layer.
And that's just going to keep all of that steam locked in there.
Lock it in.
And so then this is going to be for about 40, 45 minutes, you said?
40 minutes. You'll test it. If you need another 10 minutes or so, you can. Depends on how many you're making, how big they are.
Very cool. Well, we're going to get this going over here, because when we come back, we finish up today's tamale idea for dinner ahead at Dinner Diaz. Welcome back to Dinner Diaz, where we're making this a Tamale Tuesday with James Shields from Johnny Nevada's in St. Pete. And it looks like you're just finishing it up here with just taking our corn to the next level, it looks like.
Yeah, we're just finishing off a little lime juice, some crema, and a little bit of smoked pork belly.
Oh, yeah. Now, you smoked your own pork belly for this one here. Someone at home's like, I didn't
Just put
smoke it.
some bacon. Just get some
Bacon's cool.
Bacon, no bacon? I prefer bacon.
You prefer bacon. All right.
So we're pretty close there. We're gonna take a little bit of this. So we got our tamales that have steamed and rested and ready to go.
And that's an important step, is making sure that they've rested. How long did they rest for after the cook? And how long did they cook for?
45 minutes, 45 minutes cook, rest at least 30 minutes.
And if you were just to say, oh, I'm ready to go right now, like, no, don't. Wait the 30 minutes, because what would happen?
They'll fall apart on you.
They'll just
be a
fall
little
apart.
loose. Yeah. They set up, garnish them with a little cotija cheese. We have a little tahini if you like the citrusy blend.
I love
a little bit
it.
of that on there. And of course, some cilantro. That's ready to go. For tamales, we got some sauces, your choice. I like the guajillo with the short rib.
Okay.
A little smoky, a little spicy. If you like, verde de tomatillo, that goes as well. Or you just do the pro move and do both.
Well, let's go.
That's all right.
Oh, this looks absolutely amazing. And remember this, folks. You don't eat the leaf here. You don't eat the husk here. This is just literally how it's cooked to keep the moisture. You don't eat it.
Don't eat the husk.
Don't eat the husk.
Or tell your friends to eat the husk and laugh.
Okay, that part you can't do. Go tell your friend to eat the husk and then just have the camera ready. Thanks again to James Shields. Find his recipes for his tamales and his street corn at our website, dinnerdeas.com, along with a link to Johnny Nevada's. I'm Jeff Philbin, and see you next time with more ideas for dinner, as we call them, Dinner Deas.